my friends! Welcome, guys! Starting the live stream number 53, finally! You know, it's a great pleasure to have you guys here enjoying it in the live streaming. So, today in the Vectorize, we're gonna do the landscape tutorial using Affinity Designer on iPad Pro. But I have to say, it doesn't matter if you guys use desktop, Procreate, Illustrator, no problem at all. You can grab my techniques and apply in any kind of software. Not just about clicking the button, but the principle, the jump principle is something that you can apply in everything, my friend. So let me know if it's working well, the live stream, okay? And of course, I heard you guys. Today I will draw here some tips for you in case you want to improve more your landscape skill. Okay, so let's see who is here already. Let's see the chat. Hello, 𝚅𝚎𝚅, Ariadna, Mumone, Angela, Sanderson. Hello, my friends. Welcome. Yeah, today is a bit quiet here in the live chat, but of course you guys can, if you want to watch later, feel free. But please stay with me until the final because it's very important to know. I think for your progress to learn why I'm talking here. Because if you leave to watch later, you are going to procrastinate, my friend. Okay, you are going to procrastinate. So stay with me, and we will be able to learn even more. All right. Okay. So if you're not Patreon, join the Patreon in order to unlock all the lessons, more tutorials, Dropbox, and even more. Okay. Let me share with you my screen already. Okay. Let me show you. There we go. The Vectorize start right now, my guys. Let me just do this here. The light. I hope you guys can see. And we're gonna talk about the jump principles. Okay. Oh, let me see here. Guys, I'm using here two microphones, okay? One from here, okay? And another one is here. It's a kind of backup in case if this doesn't work anymore, okay? So let me know if this is working well. Just let me know. 1, 2, 3. And if it's too noise, you can tell me on the chat. I'll be very happy, okay, to know from you. This is from this now, okay? I'm talking from this one. And right now it is from the front. Hello, Peter, Aileen, I guess, Aileen Jinx. Okay, so let me show you another thing. I will open the Xmind because the Xmind is my guide, you know, to not get lost because I always have a lot of things to teach you in the live streamings. And today we're gonna see 5 steps. I hope my internet will not get down today because it's raining outside here. I live in Brazil, if you don't know. It rains all the time. So look at this. At step 1, we're gonna see here some techniques that is gonna be very awesome. It's about the landscape fundamentals. So let me show you. Oh, this is my ideas, okay? But I will try to explain better during right now the live streaming. So let me start here by grabbing this paper. Okay. So the first one is start with horizontal line. Okay, what this means? Let me show you how you can practice. My friend. This is the Vectorize. You grab any pencil that you have, any pencil, okay? Any pencil. Draw some squares, just like that. One here, one here. I'm doing this right now with you. Look. Okay. When you draw the horizontal line, it is where is the horizontal line, of course. But you can change the position of this horizontal line. You can do in many ways. So each one will create a different kind of perspective. After you do this line that is called horizontal line, okay, you can apply the vantage point. What is the vantage point? Look, just create here one point on here, just random, just to show you. One here, one here. So we have here one point here, 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 here. Okay. And now look at this tip. This is very awesome, really. This will change the way that you see at landscapes, really. Think about spider web. When you think about a spider web, you guys can do this. Create just this. Can you see? Sorry. Let me do this again. One here. You need to cross this point. So imagine that you will just cross this point. This is just a simple way to make perspective. Okay, can you see it's a kind of spider web? So by doing that, you guys can be able to think about perspective. Let's put that you have a cube right here. So this is how the perspective works. Another one here. Can you see? Oh, I can apply another one here, another one here. So you can start to build the structure of the perspective by doing this principle. Okay, so imagine that you have the horizontal line. Let me grab another, this one. This is the paint tool. This is the vector brush. Okay, so by doing this, let me grab another one. This one here is better. Oh, this one, it is the point, vantage point, and this is the perspective. So by doing that, you guys can be able to, oh, look at this. I will start to create some kind of mountains right now. Oh, you can just do this. Oh, okay. Doing this right now, oh, I can create a circle here, a circle here, circle here, and circle here. So look, I have already 4 different kind of landscape with you, my friend. This is how the Vectorize works. I'm trying to find my erase, but no problem at all. And can you see? I have the vantage point that guides me about where is the focus point. So think about the focal point right now, and you guys can think about a grid system. We have a grid system that you guys can add later on. In photography, we use this a lot. Another example is about this rhythm. Okay, let me just open here. You guys can think about the rhythm. What the rhythm? Can you see the perspective? Oh, I'm looking at the camera. Okay, that I'm recording right here, just to see if you guys can see in the way that I'm seeing. So this one will be bigger. This size cannot be the same way if it's applied right here. Can you see? It's broke. So basically what you can do in order to practice the landscape is draw a cube like this, in the front, very front, bigger, getting smaller. Okay, just getting smaller, following the rhythm. Can you see? I will vector this right now. Look, just a sec. Okay, so by doing that, you guys can start to vector. Let me show you. I'll paint this side here, so just to give you this small example. This is a principle that I'm teaching you. Okay, so in art schools, they take a lot of time to teach you. So I'm teaching you a very nice way to create landscape, and this is a very important if you want to give a better appealing image. If you want to create appealing image to your design, try to follow this principle. So remember about this rhythm line. You guys can follow this in order to create more appealing images. Because let's suppose that you do just in one position, you know, a straight line. Look how horrible it's gonna be. This is the vantage point, and if you do this, just like that, the square, there is no perspective right here. There is no size, there is no position. That's why it's so important to do this. Look, I'm doing this right now with you. Small, getting bigger, okay? And then you can add a little bit of perspective just by adding the sides, okay? So this one here, which one is more interesting? Which one? If I ask you, which one you choose for a landscape? Of course you would use this, because there is a rhythm. Let me just apply this. I think it's this way that we call rhythm, and balance as well. Okay. The same way where we create the trees in the past week that I showed you before. Okay. So this was a very quick example about how you guys can create landscape in a very very nice way. I hope that you guys enjoyed this explanation. But right now it's time to dig into the Vectorize, my friend. That is on the digital art right here. Okay, so if you want to have more art tips, just like I did right now with you, comment here below after this live streaming. This helps me to decide if you guys want to learn this theory thing, because I know that it's not everybody that enjoy this, these stuffs. But this thing here will change your mind, will change the way that you think about art. Okay, so follow this and you guys will be really good at your illustrations. Okay, so right now let's get started into the Vectorize, okay, the Affinity Designer. And just to show you here in the step that I just showed you, it's related to also the perspective. You can create the objects based in perspective or in 2D. No problem at all if you don't apply a perspective in your design. No problem at all. Since you do the techniques that I will show you right now. Okay, so let's get started here. Let me show you the Affinity Designer screen. Okay, and look, I will create right now a pixel layer and I will start to sketch right away the scenes that I want to create. I'll grab the brush using the raster persona. You can use whatever brush you want, but you can grab these brushes here from the Vectorize kit that is available on my Patreon. Okay, so if you want to support this channel, also join the Patreon. This helps a lot, you know, to bring more lessons on here. And okay, so one thing that you guys can think is about a box. Okay, think about a box. This will be the screen that I will develop for you today. Okay, remember about the horizontal line, so you guys can just think about this. Horizontal line, you can be here, here. So make some kind of lines in order to understand where you can place, you know, your vantage point. You can apply here, here, or here. It's up to you. The creativity is not, you know, a standard and ruled thing. No, it's up to you. Right now, I will just create here the vantage point, and I will just tell to my viewer, hey, this will be where the focal point is gonna be applied. And then I want to start right now to create some mountains. Okay, and think like which kind of elements you want to place. Let me show you what I was preparing for you in case you are having problems with your creativity. Box of elements. Which kind of elements you want to place on here? You can apply this. Look, we can apply mountains. Can you see mountains? You can apply trees, sky, clouds, birds. What I'm doing here is planning which elements you want to apply. It's like a puzzle. So design is always like a puzzle. For example, the birds can be something like this. Let me grab another pencil that's better. So I don't want to get you guys confused about my tools here, but the traditional art is very, you know, there are many of tools here, as you guys can see. But the birds can be something like this. The clouds can be something just like the pine, I guess, and mountains right here. So basically what you're gonna do is to grab these elements and place right here. So if you are having problem with your creativity, my friend, just do what I'm teaching you. List the elements that you want to place here. So I've placed it that I will apply here the mountains, okay, just like that. I will apply a sky with let's do a sun here. I can apply some birds right here. I can be here, here. Right now I'll give the rhythm. Look, I can do this. I can do a river or something. So in order to sketch the ideas, try to make these lines until you have the clear idea about what you are going to create. Okay, I'm doing this from my head, my friend. So of course it's very important to look at the references and to practice in order to, you know, to have ideas. And there we go, I have this result already. I can apply here some trees. Okay, I can do here some trees. Of course I can remove this later on. Remember about the tip that I gave you in the first moment. Here below is gonna be the bigger elements, so you can apply something, just some tree here if you want. Let's put that, the bigger landscape here can be a tree. Okay, you can do this. Why I'm doing this? Because I can add a very front element. This is the river. Okay, there we go. This is the sketch that I'm doing right now. I can apply here some, you know, some stars falling on some clouds. Okay, and of course you can always change this later on. You don't need to follow exactly the way that I do, but the sketch stage is something that you can do in many ways. I did here before to start this. I was doing other sketch as well, so it's always important to get into the idea. So try to create ideas in your sketch stage. Right now it's time to vector this. Okay, I will start to vector this right now, so stay with me and look at this, the tips, the vectorized tips from John Principle. Focus on the shape. Okay, the shape is the key of everything, and do not focus about the perspective right now, the side of the coin. No, just the shapes. I will just switch here to the vector persona, and I will do the canvas. The canvas is the first square that I will do, and right now I will not focus on the color, just the values, square right here. Of course I need to see my sketch, and then I need to apply this rectangle here below of the sketch is here. Let me just make this a bit lighter. Okay, I can see right now my sketch. Then I can start to vector my object that I've placed on here. I will start with the most relevant object that is here. I will start with the circle. Where is the circle? Click here, ellipse. All the softwares contains the circle. So you can do this the same way like I'm doing in any software. Okay, I've placed it on here, but I need to change this color. This color here that I've placed is the same from the background. I need to apply a different color. It can be a bit lighter, just like that, because I don't want to stop all the times to change the color. It's just the values. And right now, let's do the pencil tool. Okay, and then I'll change the color a little bit. And I will start to do the mountains right here. Oh, look, I will start to do the mountains. And of course, or remember this, I need to apply this below always of the sketch. So you can start to group these elements to draw always inside of this group. I will group this right now. It's grouped. What is grouped? It is the elements that I've created right now. Okay, so it's time to add other elements. Which elements I'm gonna do? These ones, the mountains. Just like this. I will just do the vector right now. Later I will fix these curves. One here, let me change this color. I will reduce this opacity to see better my sketch. And then I will do some trees right now. I can apply right here. I will see if I will stick with this tree. Okay, you guys can make a landscape that doesn't have a tree in the very front. It's up to you. Now I will clip all these objects here inside of this rectangle. Pay attention to this. I'm select all of these curves, as you guys can see, and I will drag inside of the rectangle. If I hide my sketch, you guys can see this kind of result. Of course I need to make the better position for my elements, just like this. Look, can you see? I can start now to manage the position of these elements and also the shapes of them. So take less time as possible during the vector stage when you are creating, the first structure. The first structure will decide if this composition is good or not. In this stage also you can just do this. Look at this. This is the Vectorize Pro techniques that I do in my job. Okay, I do this every day, so follow the tips that I'm giving you. You can do this. I'll duplicate and bring this onto here. I will not resize this for now, but look, and then you can do this. I remove the trees. I will switch. Can you see? By doing that, you guys can be able to review better which kind of composition you want to stick with it. Okay, for example, I will add here, let's suppose that I will add a rectangle here below. That's gonna be the bottom side, and I'll make this a bit dark, just like that. Okay, and I will clip this river here inside. Why I'm doing this is because I don't want to overlap the layers. There you go. I can apply right now the mountains here below. So when you are creating the landscape, it's always important to arrange the elements. And then this sun here, or moon, it depends. I'm building the idea. So right now, I don't know if I will make this as a moon or sun. It depends about the colors that I will add later. Okay, so this is the result that I got so far. Can you see I have a very nice composition as well? Can you see I have a rhythm that is guiding me into this planet. It can be small just like that. It can be bigger just like this. So there is not a rule about art. You need to try, you need to do the way that I do it, and you guys will be very creative in your process. I hope so. Okay, so right now I can start to add some plants if you want as well. Let's do this. I will do in this way. I'll grab the pencil tool, and then I'll grab also the Jhonatan Essential Vector Brush. Where you guys can find this? If you are my patron, of course, you can import the brush from the start kit, where you guys can find on the Vectorize Club dropbox. And inside of the start kit, you guys can download the essential vector brush that is free on there. Okay, so right now, after you grab the vector brush, I'm gonna use this one, but you guys can of course use the free versions, no problem at all about this. Vector brush, I will grab this, I will apply this color right now, and I will start to make some lines, and you guys will see the result. Look, I will do this 1 2 3 4 5 6, and another one here 2 2 2. Yeah, do this the way that I'm doing. I'll increase the size. Okay, there we go. This is a vector painting that I'm doing right now. Okay, and then I will select all these curves that I've just created because this is vector. I will group them and I will merge them. How I will merge them? Keep them selected, click here at the top, and click here, expand stroke. Right now they will become a vector. Click here at the top, add. They are shape right now. Okay, from curves, if you have missed the past tutorial, my friend, start to watch my lessons if you want to learn. Okay, I will not reteach again the things that I've told you before. So it's very important to watch my lessons if you want to learn how I did this. Okay, I've used the pencil tool and draw multiple lines, and then I convert this to a shape. This is the result that I got. Okay, I can do this another way as well. Again, 1 2, in this way, creating these shapes. Can you see? And then I will select all of these curves right now. Click here at the top and expand stroke. Expand the stroke and add. Now it is just one kind of shape. Can you see? Of course, you can, for example, you can just add other ones right here, or you can fix if you want. But of course, you need to do the same process. Expand, and then you need to merge them. Let me do this. Expand, and select this layer here with this tree, this one, and add. What's gonna happen? You are merging them. This is the result that I'm getting with you right now. Okay, and then I will do here below the root, using the pencil tool. Doesn't matter, you can use the pen tool. Okay, I'm using the pencil tool because it's faster for this purpose, I'd say. Let me remove this stroke and apply this color right here. Okay, and then I will group this tree right now. Okay, I will group this. I'll group. I will do for this one as well. Okay, and group. There you go. And remember about the rhythm that I told you before. You can apply these trees. Let me apply here. You can make this bigger. Bigger, very bigger. like very front, you know. And then you can start to reduce here by making the rhythm. Let me use this. I like this most. Duplicate, resize, make this below. Okay, of course. There you go. And then can you see by the time that this will get small, you guys will be able to see less information, so you can start to create a more simplified way of these trees if you want. How? Paint tool and do a kind of triangle. Okay, you can do a triangle to make this simplified version, because in a small way you guys will not be able to see in a very detailed level. Okay, and of course, in order to match the art style, you can use the pencil tool with sculpt mode in order just to do this. To manage. Let me just make. I'm using the sculpt mode. Okay, turn it on, so perhaps you can have some bugs while you are trying to do these shapes. Okay, so I got this nice result already, so I can resize here. There you go. Okay, and now this is a very simple lesson where we are creating these objects, and then I will start to apply the colors. About this, I can tweak this later on, because as I say, there is not a kind of rule. I can change my mind during the process. So let me do the composition right now. Which kind of colors you can wonder, you are gonna use? It depends. If it is night, I will give you this very nice suggestion. Look at this, my friend. This is the Vectorize. You can use a more bluish, let's say bluish color, just like this. Let me do this circle. Okay. If it is night, you can use this color. If it is day, you guys can use something just like this, a bit more warm color. If it is evening, let's say evening, I don't know, a bit more orange. If it's kind of storm, you can use something like this. Can you see each color, just one color can represent the mood of the day. For me, it is how it works. Nobody told me about this. It is how I see the art. Okay, it's how I try to simplify the art in my way, and I'm teaching you right now. Okay, so the trick point is ask yourself always the composition that you are going to create. Let's suppose that you want to use the night. Look at this. I'm gonna grab this color, boom, and I will just apply this color here that I like. This recent color, boom, boom. I'll make it this can be a bit more bluish, or this one, boom. I can make this a bit more just like that, boom. So I'm using more analogous colors in order to make this this composition right here. Okay, it's not ready yet. Let's put that this one here will be a moon. Can be a moon. I'll make this a bit more yellow. Okay. The river. It's time to make the river. Can be something like this. Okay. And of course, you need to. This is a solid colors. It's not ready yet. We need to give depth, and that's why it's so important to add gradient to create depth in your design, because can you see it's just one color, and this is the trick point. The gradient will add more depth because of the transition. It's gonna give you the feeling of transitions. Okay, how you guys can manage this? Remember, I can just change here the mountains if I want. I can add more mountains. So by the time I'll show you how you guys can tweak as well your design. Alright, so now I will start to add the gradient. Look, I can do something like this. And the colors, which colors you can use your gradients, it depends. I will make something very colorful, and by doing that I'm gonna select here this let's say RGB, and then I'll just apply here. I can apply something like just like this. Okay, I can make this a bit more pinky one, just like this. Boom, I'm changing, by creating my composition. I'm just adjusting the way that I feel comfortable. I can make this bigger, very bigger or small. It really depends. Now, right now, I duplicate, boom, duplicate, and boom. Okay. Right now, look at this. Look at this, my friend. This is the Vectorize. Okay. The Vectorize, I teach you the best trick to manage and create art using vector, my friend. So leave the like already, okay, if you are watching me and enjoying the lesson, of course. Let me just, where is the Vectorize? Let me display the Vectorize and grab my water. I need to drink. Okay, look at this. Right now, I'll bring these 2 layers below of the first one. This is the small one. And then, look at this. I will just reduce the opacity. Boom. This one, I reduce the opacity. Boom. I can make this more yellow, just like that. Or, yeah, more yellow. Why? Because this will create more appealing design with this color for me. And then, one thing that is very important to add in your design, it is the way that you communicate the depth, of course. And with more far is your objects, more distance, you start to lose the color. Can you see this cube? Let me show you. This is a very nice example. Can you see this cube? It's here. But by the time that I make this more far, it will start to lose the color. No, can you see? It starts to lose the color. So the depth will start to add more opacity. How it works? Let me show you. iPad. Vectorize.
Vectorizing.
So I will add here more mountains right now. Let me just make this for now, and I'll change this color. Let me grab this color from here. Okay. The trick point is make this color a bit more similar to the background. Let me just apply this. Let me change to the HSL because I can manage this a little bit better. I can, can you see? You guys can make this strong, but this case I'm gonna use a bit more close to this background color. Okay. And this one here is the same. I will duplicate, reduce the size. I can create another mountain right here. Let me do this. Okay. And I'll apply this below. Let me change these shapes. There we go. And then I'm adding a bit more depth in these mountains that I'm doing. Just like this. You guys can deform. I can see it's too straight. I want to change this right now. How? Sculpt mode, turn it on, and you can just do this. Okay, there we go. Remember here, I need to adjust because if you guys remember in the very first stage, I did this very fast, so it's always we're gonna have adjustments to do. But this is a live stream that I don't want to take a lot of time by adjusting minor, adjustments. It's just to teach you the most principal things. Look, right now here, I will do the gradient, and you guys can do something like that. Or if you want to make this entire as river, okay. You can make something. I like this color really, but perhaps let me just see here the trees. It's gonna be very nice if I add a lot of trees, but of course you need to start to manage then to add the opacity as well. How? For example, remember the tip that I gave to you is to add more opacity when the objects will get more so far away, let's say. Of course, one technique that I really love to do, let me just add a bunch of trees on here, just like this. Make them a bit bigger, create variations just like this. Okay, just like this, can you see? And I will group them. Why? I want to fill this empty space. I don't want to make some empty space. There you go. It's here, and I will start to create something like that. This one here I'm gonna just change Oh. Can you see? It's a puzzle. This vector design is a puzzle where you just move the pieces and just manage also the composition. And of course, by the time that you start to get more into the practice, you feel more comfortable, and then you'll see a great results. You know, oh, I can make this very bigger as well. You know, to create this feeling. Oh, it's very front. Okay. Also, I want to make something a bit more, you know, distant. I mean, I did it this way, but I want to change in this, and I decided to do this right now. Okay, that's why I'm doing. And I'm creating here in the very front foreground. So there's not a rule, my friend. You will always be changing your design during the process. And apply this below. There you go. Boom. Can you see what I'm doing so far? Adding a gradient to create. What is the tip that I want to give you in this process? Right here below. Which one you guys can understand that is in the front and it's behind? Of course, this one here is behind because the light here is creating a contrast. So use the light in your, let's say, in your favor, you know, in order to understand. Oh, let me change here. The trees is overlapping the river. Let me just apply this one here. I just see this right now. Just like this, okay, and this one here as well. I want to make this a bit more faster, you know, because I don't want to take a lot of time with you here in case you don't have a lot of patience to watch. But look the result, my friends. I will increase this and make this smaller. Okay, so I've created here, as you guys can see, the trees, and also you can start to add a gradient to the river. I can apply something right. I like this. Oh, look the result. I can apply this color. I like this. Okay, and then we can start to add some stars. If you remember from my sketch, I had one idea to add some stars, some clouds. Remember? Let's do that right now. Oh, look. I will do this. Pen tool, draw a line, make it a stroke. Of course, I will change this to reset the pressure. I'll make this as white, just like that. Oh, like this, okay? And then I will apply a transparency. Okay. Oh, look the result. Let's say that these are some asteroids. Okay. Boom. This is the Vectorize, my friend. On here, we create awesome things. Oh. Here, I can apply another here. Changing. I can't remember about the birds. Oh, I can do it here. Pencil tool. Boom, boom. Oh, just using the pencil tool because I'm doing this in a fast way. On here, under here, creating some rhythm. Do not make equal. Do not, you know, make in a straight position. Try to avoid this kind of stuff. You know, equal. So create a symmetry objects in order to make some balance. Can you see? Equal is ugly, so try to create a balance. You can resize here. You can create more on here, on here. Can you see? Oh, look the result, my friend. This is the Vectorize. Oh, I haven't planned the way that I would do this. It's just coming from my mind, and I'm doing this in real time with you just to show you that you can do the same way that I'm doing if you follow my techniques, if you follow my devices. Okay. Let me change this color a little bit. Yeah, it's because my screen is a bit different, you know, what you guys are seeing, because it's more, yeah, I think it's better. Okay. And then let me just reduce this opacity right here. Let me just, I make some adjustment in this stage. And this one, I'll make it a bit more yellow, orange. There you go. You can see. I can always change. Look at the position. I can apply here below. Of course, not here, but right here is nice. And I can apply another one. But you need to be careful, of course, because if you do apply here, it's gonna overlap everything, you know, everything. So you need to be careful in where you are going to apply your informations. Well, I can apply here, but of course, as I told you, you need to move this in order to create a balance, because it's a straight line and it's not nice. So move this into here. It's a puzzle, as I told you. And duplicate into here. There you go. Can you see? Nice, isn't it? This is how you can create a very nice composition for your design. And remember, you can always change, really. Don't worry about, let me apply this onto here. You can always change your design if you want, the color, the compositions. There you go. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I want to create a balance as well right here. I like more to see this. Can you see? It's better, isn't it? So what is the trick point? Is this example that I told you, my friend. Okay, this one. Where is this one? If you follow this example from the horizontal line, vanishing point, the grid system, you guys can start to think, oh, here's my focal point. Here's my focal point. And everything is being directed to this point right here. If I flip this, you guys can see the focal point will just flip. Oh, it's just gonna flip. But it's gonna be nice still. I can also do this. I can let me just make this a bit darker as well. And start to make some stars. A white shape using circle. Okay. One here. Boom. Oops. Duplicating right now. Duplicating. There you go. Can you see? Nice, isn't it? Remember, when I started this project, it was in this sketch. You saw everything that I did. You see the process that I did here. I did it in less than 1 hour. Of course, I explained all the steps that I've been creating with you. Oh, look, my friend, this is how the Vectorize works. And please, I'm so sorry if I haven't opened a lot, the Xmind here, because I was very focused. But let me explain here right now, okay, the things that I did here. From the step. I did this in 2D, okay. There's not a kind of 3D form. If I open here, it's just silhouette. It's just silhouette. There's not a cube here. If I do a cube, of course, you need to add a perspective, just like this. Remember? Remember this cube here. I can see a little bit of the top. Why? Because I'm seeing this in the top view. So look at this. I will create this top here a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, boom. Okay. I will change this color. Why am I doing this cube? I don't know. I just wanted to explain to you how you guys can manage in order to add some perspective. If you decide to add some perspective, some objects in your scene. Okay, let me make this wider. Okay, look. Cube here. This cube is fitting into this scene, isn't it? Why? Because I did this principle, the form. There is sides here. So this guys here that I did is just 2D, just silhouettes. But this guy here below, this cube, is a form, not just a shape. And why I'm telling this? Because I'm explaining to you in a very, I'd say that nobody, you know, will teach these things for free. I'm teach you everything that I know. I hope that you guys consider to, you know, support everything that I do here on Patreon, because yeah, you know, it takes time to build this kind of experience, and I'm teaching you here right now the things that will help you a lot in your design. Even you can earn money, you know, by creating design for a client, for, you know, for someone else, and even improve your art inside. Okay, so just explain step 3 that I did: size, position, balance. Remember, let me grab here. I want to make things clear before I go, okay? I don't want to leave you without, I don't want to you see that you have questions. Of course, if you have questions, ask me. I will try to answer you. But remember, size, position, and balance. If I apply this guy, this one here, I will just screw this. If I apply this size here, right here in this position, look how crap it will be. It's gonna be horrible. Can you see? Why? The size is wrong, the position is wrong, and the balance is totally wrong on this guy. So, follow what I'm teaching you. Do not apply big objects nearby to the vantage point, unless if it is a mountain. Of course, if it is a mountain, you can just do this. Oh, make this, my friend. Oh, make this. Oh my gosh, I cannot erase this, but let me do another example here. So again, let me do this. Boom, boom. Vantage point, mountains. Oh, doing right here. View the rhythm of river. Some trees. Oh, I'm painting this. Boom, boom, boom. Whatever the result that I'm having here. Oh, the river. So here, close by of this rhythm that I'm creating with you. Just a painting. Let me create here. The focus point is here. This will be the clouds. Oh, the clouds. The clouds. Okay. And some stars here falling away. Okay. I can add a sunset. Sunset right here. Yeah. Can you see? I have a sketch right now. Does isometric helps with the perspective? Just to answer the questions from Island. Let's see. Isometric helps with perspective. No, isometric actually is just a single view, you know, because you see 3 sides on the isometric. Let me show you an example. Isometric, you just see this. 3 sides. Just like this. Of course, it's not perfect isometric, but it's always in this view. So you cannot see, you know, a perspective, because isometric is always a grid that follows equal, you know. So there is no kind of perspective inside of distortion. Okay, so that's why isometric doesn't have a kind of perspective, just 3 sides basically. Okay, so this doesn't matter. I hope that really leave the like if you really enjoyed this explanation in my way. Okay, this is how I think how it works. I mean, the way that I teach, I think is unique, because I'm crazy sometimes. Some excuse, and I hope that you guys can understand about the values when I did at the beginning. Remember when I started this project right now, my friend. Let me show you behind of this process. Remember what I did at the beginning? Can you see? This was the values. So here I decided the elements that I would place. So here, of course, after I apply the colors and add some adjustments, I did this, you know, birds. Okay, let's see the questions. Before we wrap up, I have some reviews to do here with Peter. Peter is a patron. Thank you, my friend, you know, for support this channel, you know, and this means a lot. And also for others people, you know, that support the Vectorize Club, it means a lot, really. And let me give you a review here. Okay, let me start here with the review with Peter Designs. I'm gonna use right now the pixel persona in order to see, okay, where you can improve. And yeah, let me see here. grab this color. There you go. Let's start. First of all, you have a 2D objects, okay, 2D scenes, very nice. But I would try. Can you see here? You have added a transition between the sky and the ground. But if you look at the horizon, if you look at any horizon, you will be able to see the. Let me just change the brush here. This one. We'll be able to see at least, you know, the mount or something. These effects that you have just created will have if it's a kind of snow, a fog, you know, if it's very distant. But you need to be careful. Why? Can you see these trees? These trees here needs to have this fog as well. How you can apply this? Look at this, my friend. This will help you a lot. I will apply the. Let me grab this brush here just as example. And then I will copy this color using the color picker. Okay, color picker. This is just example. But you will need to do this. If this is a vector, you need to change this color manually. Okay, just like this. Let me show you. You need to fade this more. Why? If you want to have these effects, okay, you need to fade more the objects that is more far. Can you see the difference right now? You are creating a fog and distance in your object. Just like this. If you want to add this effect. And I try to make this sky from light to dark or light to dark. It depends, you know, the direction. There's not a rule about this. It depends about the day that you are creating for your composition. But for example, you can do this. Look, you can do this. I don't know if this is for children books that you are creating, but I like the shape that you did, really. But what you can focus more is the color, you know, the color. I think you can try to do something more like this. Let me show you. You can manage to add more. I've selected this. I don't know why it's not. Let me just close this. Okay, selected. And then you can manage to add. Can you see the difference right now? I'm adding more blue right here, and I'll be able to add more white here below. Just a bit white. Okay, can you see? So I've created here right now a horizon, but of course we need to be able to manage the trees that is here. Try to create opacity for them. And well, in the front, I think it's nice if it's this art style that you are looking for. Okay, and there is not a lot of shadows that you have placed, but you can try to manage to add a bit of shadows, just like this. Look, let me show you. In these areas right here, I'm grabbing a color. Of course, let me reduce this opacity. You can blend a little bit more. This color here. I'm blending the color. Okay. A little bit of shadow if you want to apply. And I can apply in this side here as well a little bit. Okay. Let me just reduce here this opacity because it's too strong for me in my review. Okay, not too dark, but something very smooth. All right, and you can add a transition here because look, if you add a gradient here, you need to apply in everything basically in order to match the art style. Okay, just like this. Let me apply here a bit more. Can you see? I'm adding a bit more shadings here in order to create this feeling of depth. I will make this more red. This one. Okay. I'm reviewing over, so probably it will change the things that is above, but you need to manage using the vector, okay? The colors that I'm showing you. So of course you need to manage as well the skin color that's here. You can add something like that. Can you see? Basically, you can do this. Okay. and add here, etc. The front here, the grass is nice, but the concept that I had is more on the background. Everything here is up to you about the character. Is nice, by the way. Okay. And the next one is from Eileen. So for this one, I will make a test. How? I will apply the color overlay and make this color. So in a small size, I will ask you, are you able to see the shapes? So this is a very nice question because it will help you. It will help you to decide if your design, if your values is weak, you know, or strong. In your case here, they are very similar, so it can be a little bit difficult to see the shape in a small size. Can you see like that? So the thing is, you need to make the values less equal and create more contrast between the colors. For example, here you have placed the grayscale, and the colors that is here is also dark, you know. So there's no problem at all, you know, about if it's night. But think about in a situation where you can apply more lights, just like this. Let me show you an example. You can apply some highlights. Doesn't need to be strong, but at least to give the silhouette. Oh, just like this. Let me show you. This is a tree, isn't it? Oh, the river here. You can apply a bit more gradients, just a bit. Oh, look. And now I will apply the same technique that I did before. Just like this, a little bit. Okay. And then color overlay. Can you see the values right now has given more information over your silhouettes? Can you see? In a distant way. So the question is always about the people that we watch. Imagine that is a kid. You need to always focus about the people that will watch your design, and make these questions. If the people can see in a small size, can you see now? I can see that this is a river, even if it is in a grayscale. Can you see? So it's always about to make things readable, even if it's small. This is how the logo icons works, and this is how you can manage your design to be more clear. Okay, so this is my advice. Try to see the values and make the values more relevant in the contrast between the elements that you have placed on here, to not, for example, get your viewer confused about the shape that you have created here inside. Okay, so this is my advice. I don't want to judge you. Of course, you did a very nice design here about the shapes, but this is my feedback. I hope you guys in general enjoy this feedback, and please you guys can take the same suggestions that I did here in these reviews to yourself. Okay, and please guys, well, please don't get me wrong. Okay, when I'm doing review, I'm just giving suggestions. Okay, I'm not here to judge the people work. Okay, and anyway, look at this. This is the result that we got, and I'll apply the same technique that I did for Eileen. Okay, black and color. Contrast. You can see the contrast. Are you able to see what is this? If I ask for a kid, hey you, tell me what you are seeing, I'm sure the kid will be able to. This is a bird. This is a trees. This is perhaps a sun. Yeah, perhaps this shape here will not be readable because this is just two colors. If you are able to describe one image in two colors, my God, my friend, you are a god. Look, the contrast, color. Can you see? This is the values that I did today. So by the time, try to review your values. Can you see? In a small size. Ask yourself always. This is a master tip advice, my friend. So if you are not patron, please consider to become patron. this means a lot, you know, for the channel that I'm building here. Okay, any more devices if you want? Yeah, I think that everything that I do here, you know, is always a big bonus, because when I started, nobody told me that I should do in this way. I've learned by myself. I've many failings, you know, attempts, and I'm always willing to help you. Okay, so you can join the club and get my reviews. If you guys want more reviews, of course I will be able to help you. You can join Discord. Just tag me and call me. Hey, can you help me? So I'll try to, for example, after this live streaming, I can be able to meet you guys on Discord. On the Vectorize Club, we have a Discord where you guys can meet me and talk with me, you know, person by person, not just chat. But of course, your time zone needs to be, you know, a little bit more equivalent to my one, because it's raining here. I'm living here now in Brazil, and most of you guys live in Europe, I guess, and on that should be very late. But guys, I really appreciate, you know, your support and everything that you guys do on here. This was just an example. Can you see how nice it is? Yeah. And if any more devices, I think it's all. And this lesson here from the past week is gonna be out from YouTube. It's not available anymore. Okay, so this lesson here today as well will not be able for the next week, just for patrons, in order to make you guys help me. Okay guys, thank you so much, really. I hope to see you the next time. Okay, bye bye my friend. Let me open here. See you guys. Bye bye. Bye bye Alien, Peter, Tick, and Barry. Hello Barry. Bye bye Angela, Mumuni. Thank you guys. See you. Bye bye.